morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Feeling good after a good night's sleep, I hope. Got a good poem for you guys today. Let me explain. For a very long time, I'm very, very fascinated with the culture of Native Americans. I've been on Google Plus for a long time, and I'm really good at posting pictures of all the different tribes. I have a book called 500 Nations. Learned a lot. Love the basket weaving. Love just everything about the Indian culture. And you know, the funny thing is, kids, people, they just want to be an Indian. They even go so far as to ask Indian chiefs to give them a name. I named myself White Feather because I opened the door to my house one day, and there on the floor was a white feather, which is supposed to be good luck. Anyway, I have two poems about the Americans. Native. One is called "The American Indian is Our National Treasure," and the second one is called "The Plight of the American Indian." One rhymes, one does. Eventually, you'll hear both. I think they're pretty good. These, okay. So why don't I jump in and read them? Okay. This one's called "The Plight of the American Indian." Shut up. Okay. The plight of the American Indian is not such a pretty story. There's enough tears to fill a large ocean that has been shed through the last few hundred years. But all those people that caused the pain, suffering are no longer here. In the ground they finally lay, with the bugs in their eyes and their souls sent straight to hell. Quiet now, they brought about enough shame, but our government policies are still in place. Broken treaties do happen to this very day. I wait for retribution for them, a peaceful people with some belated hate and so much awful regret, for promises that were never kept or even met. I wait for America to give back to them a bit of the land so evilly taken and at such a high cost to our brethren. A peaceful gesture would bring back some respect and help mend the rift between us and them. And also finally admit they were the ones that led the attacks, killing all Indians in their sights. It became a national pastime. So get it right. I guess they are on their own now. On the reservations, life is pretty sad. So much alcoholism and drug addiction is very common and very much around. And also the suicide rates are through the roof. Perhaps they lost what little hope they had. I wish I can help them. I wish I understood more. But I'm just a white guy, and what do I fucking know? And the culture is not even my own. I just feel for them. That was so terribly wrong. Tradition dictates that the medicine man must adorn himself with feathers, beads, and sometimes even horns. They are quite a sight to behold. Scares the children out of their wits, but tradition dictates. A blessing is said, mentioning the sacred buffalo, a friend of the Indian from long ago. Once in a while, it is told that nature gives the whole world a white albino one. Now that is a sight to enjoy. But do not show it to the white man, since killing is the only thing he knows, the one thing they are good at, and history shows it. I bet the Indians feel they are born with no soul. How else can they explain the cruelty that they have bestowed, and which was shown upon the Indian man in his peaceful adobe? and really make me ponder how cruel they had become. And for what? A bit of small parcel of land? Perhaps one day we will understand, but for now we do not. And all that assimilate, what was that about? So the Indian can live on? Otherwise there would have been left but none, not even one. History tainted with the blood of the red man, and trust me, it is nothing to be proud of. Thank you. Please reshare on any social network.